take it back, though, to 2009. Teresa, you're the only New Jersey housewife, the OG, that's been there since the very beginning. So, you see, open calls for lots of reality shows, American Idol, all of that is very public. But back in 2009, like, how does Bravo even find you and the other cast members to join a show like this?
Well, I think they put casting calls out there, and that's how they find them. Like, I don't even know where. I mean, I think
I know where.
Where?
The hair salon, because we went out every Thursday, girls' night.
Well, that's how we got casted. But you're saying now, or you're saying before?
No, I'm saying in
The
2009. Like, how did you even get wind of this?
Okay.
If there's a TV show.
So how we got casted?
Yeah, I would love to know.
They went to a salon in Franklin Lakes, like these producers. And they're like, oh, we're looking for like beautiful women with beautiful houses, like the whole lifestyle. So that owner of that salon recommended at the time Dina and Jacqueline. So they interviewed the two of them. They loved them. So then from there they were asking them, do you have any other friends that you think would be good for the show? So then Jacqueline recommended one of her other friends that she asked her husband, she's like, can I do the show? The husband said, well, if you want me to go to jail, then do the show. so that girlfriend never made it on. I'll tell you later. So that girl, she didn't make it on.
I know who that is right now.
Yeah, you'll know as soon as I tell you the name. So that one never made it on. So then Dina recommended me, and then they came to my house and they interviewed me, and my three daughters were running around, Gia, Gabrielle, and Melania. They like loved that, and they saw how cute they were dressed, and Joe was like, you want to do this? He's like, I don't want nothing to do with it, but you want to do it, you can do it. And so they loved Joe's attitude, and like the macho, whatever, Italian attitude that he had. They loved that.
Isn't it crazy how a show like this that has endured for so long and multiplied begins like that in a hair salon? It's crazy.
That's how it started then, and then Jacqueline recommended Caroline. So then they interviewed Caroline, and then that's how that whole family thing started. So it was like two sisters with a sister-in-law.
Yeah.
So they had that whole family. And then how Danielle got on is Dina said to Jacqueline, they just met Danielle at the salon, and they're like, maybe we'll suggest Danielle, because they're like, she looks like she might be good for the show.
Wait, Teresa.
What?
I was on.
Wait, they suggested you too?
I was on first.
Oh.
I got off, and then they had to replace me with Danielle.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Tell them why you got
Dolores,
off.
I wanted to ask you about that, because did you know that?
Getting the juicy.
You said you had the reason. I'm not going to say why. Because of Jacqueline, right?
No, it's just because I was I'll tell you really why. Because I was this single girl on the show, and my father goes, who are these people in your house? I don't know them. Who are they? You want people to know where you live? What are you doing? And then I didn't feel like I got nervous. And then I was just like,
last time you said something about Jacqueline. I mean,
no.
my bad.
Oh no, but then they twisted my words around in the first confessionals. And then Jacqueline got mad at me, and somebody else got mad at me, and I was like, wait, I'm your girl. You don't talk to me like this. And then, and then I was like, this isn't for me.
Which one's Jacqueline?
Dina's sister-in-law.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, she would.
So anyway.
Yeah.
So Dolores, you're supposed
They had to replace me,
Yeah.
and they found Danielle.
Well, Dina said to Jacqueline, let's get to know Danielle first before you tell the producers about him. Jacqueline didn't listen, told the producers about Danielle. They interviewed Danielle. She literally put it all out there.
Oh,
and they loved her.
I just was
I'll tell you, Danielle had a lot more to offer back than me. Timing is everything.
Dolores,
A lot happened in those gap of years that I wasn't on, and I could bring it now.
we got 6 seasons later, and you could have been part of that OG cast, but you passed. So 6 seasons later, why did that feel like the right time then?
Well, I had just broken up with somebody, and my kids were a little older, and the show was taking a turn, and Jacqueline came to me and said, why don't you, you're gonna have to try out for this show, but why don't you, come on. Remember I was in the Catskills with you guys?
Yeah.
So there was a whole interview process and a trying out and seeing if you get along. Of course I get along with the girls. There was a organic friendship that we had all had. So luckily it worked out. And
That
that's
seemed
when
like the
I
right
came
time.
on with Siggy.
And then Dorinda, you're one of those friends, the guests, they say, for a season, and then you...
No, I was always a housewife from the start.
Oh,
You got that information wrong, girl? I
wrong.
started as a housewife and left as a housewife.
What was it?
Or was put on pause.
What was intriguing?
No, what happened was, what you're probably getting confused about, I knew all the girls.
She doesn't listen.
So Dorinda, what was intriguing to you about the show and being on it?
I was told about it when it started. And it was called, I think it was called like Moms of New York, but Hannah was little, kind of like you a little bit. Timing wasn't great. Hannah was in Sacred Heart, and my life just wasn't, but I knew all the girls. So I think what you're actually referring to is I was always invited to the events and I was in the background. So you'll see me in a lot of the old
Same, yeah.
housewives.
Right.
And then after Richard passed and Hannah went to college, you know, Ramona Singer said, why don't you try it for a year and see if you like it? And I thought, why the hell not? You know, I know all the girls. It was very organic. Because I think the thing that is most important, you guys, and I think it's a huge reason why the show is so successful, is that when the girls really know each other and they have history, it has to be authentic like that.
Yeah.
And I think for your show, it's authentic. For when I was on,
People
it's
like
authentic.
from South Philly, like Philly, and they can see our people. You're not gonna see a phony on camera and be like, no.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's why.
Correct.
Speaking of being on camera, your journey, is there anything that you look back in, Teresa, for example, arguments that you can look back on and say, ooh, maybe I was wrong there, or anything you wish you hadn't shared?
I mean, am I ever wrong? No, I mean, listen, of course you look back at things, you're like, I shouldn't have handled it that way, I should have did it this way. But you know what, sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, you see black. And I've seen black a lot on my show.
How about you, Dorinda?
Me? Regret anything? No. Of course you do. I was just talking about this on the radio show. I said that you gotta understand, it's a very intense process when you're going through it. And you're being filmed a lot, and you goof up and make mistakes, and you look back at it and you think you're gonna die. Especially when it's coming on, and then it's on, and there's the reaction. But I always say that if you're kind of a good housewife, you have to look at the macro and not the micro, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to get through the season and see how the whole season did. And that's, I think if people, you know, love you and are loyal to you, they forgive you, and you have to forgive yourself. Otherwise you couldn't do the show.
I'm curious about the process of building a season. How many months out of the year are you filming?
Feels like forever.
It's like 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Hardcore,
and it's
emotional.
like every day,
It's
constant.
like a takeover. It's not like, you know,
Yeah, it's a hijack of
you
your
eat
life.
it, you drink it, you sleep it.
In that downtime, are you seeing each other? Are there conversations going on between housewives? Or
We were out to dinner last night.
Mhm.
Me and Teresa. I speak to Dorinda. You're not supposed to, right?
They would like you
Well,
to save it for the cameras, yes?
Sometimes, yeah, but sometimes if I go to talk to Dolores, like, it's like constant every single day. Like, it's even hard to pick up the phone and be like, listen, I gotta catch you up on this. Because, right, it's so constant. Like,
When you're filming.
and you're tired. And
I
it's
do
just
think
like,
after the 4 months too, you're so exhausted, you need a break from each other. But then you gotta remember, you know, for instance, we stopped filming in December, and then by like March, you start doing promos again. You do the reunion, you do interviews, you
do your
don't really ever
confessionals.
stop.
You don't. And
Do you do all the confessionals at the end of the season once all of it has all played out?
No, you do it throughout.
well, no, we don't. As it's edited towards, we're done, and I've only done 2. You've done what, 2?
I've done too. Yeah.
And how about-
They try to do it as we're filming, but sometimes it's not enough time.
We had so much going on this year. They didn't know what end was up, not even the producers. They were just like,
When it comes to those dinners, those birthday dinners, or holiday gatherings that we see on the show, or I have this house in Aspen, I'd really like you guys to come, or I was thinking about going to Mexico, I'd like to bring you all. Is that an organic vacation plan in your life, or is this something that Bravo says, we'd like you to go here for vacation, and this is where we're sending
Well, we can't be giving away all the secrets.
it's something that we all talk about.
Okay.
It does go with our lifestyle.
Sure.
Or like
Girls
this
trip.
year we went to. Can we say where we went?
Ireland.
Okay, you guys said it, not me.
We had so much fun.
And the reason why we went is, why? Because she's dating
It has to
someone.
make sense.
So it is a part of my life. I've been there. I loved it. I fell in love with Ireland. I wanted to bring the girls back.
Oh, your
And it
photos were gorgeous.
just so happens that it's like the bachelor capital now for everyone to go. So what better than to bring her for her bachelorette party?
All right, that's
We had
enough.
fun.
That's enough.
Okay. I just know, like, if you have a birthday
True,
party,
maybe I should be going over there. A nice
Girl.
Irish man.
if you have a birthday party on the show, it doesn't necessarily mean that's like the birthday
I
party.
mean,
you
I don't
have
know if
in
I
your
would
life.
have a bachelorette party over there. Just wait till you guys see it.
No, those events are pretty authentic.
Wait till you guys see it.
Listen, I think the thing is like, is it
I would
unusual?
go either to Vegas or where else? Somewhere not. Sorry.
We celebrated.
Dolores, I hear you have a new man. You already met